Hi there, everybody. Happy Saturday night. And this is Auntie. And I am coming to you with my review of Married at First Sight, Season 20, Episode 4. And this is the breakdown. I may be joined tonight by a special guest, Red Lipstick. So we'll see if she pops in. Matter of fact, while we take this little commercial break, I'm a text. Be right back. Okay, so this thing. A sweet old auntie. Thank you, subscribers, to my nieces and nephews, and all of y'all who have been here through the long haul. Shall we get into it? Oh, yes, we shall. It's time for Auntie's advice. Sweet old. It's time for Auntie's advice. Oh, yeah. It's time for Auntie's advice. Sweet old Auntie's advice. Okay, y'all, I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties. I look gritty. Everything is just going on this sucker today, okay? So I'm going to drop the link, and that link will be for Red Lipstick Reality. As soon as she comes into the chat, we will get into it. Y'all, I'm going to be doing 5 and 6 tomorrow. Yeah, 5 and 6 tomorrow. So make sure you have your notification bells turned on so that when I go live, you go live too. I don't know if any of these couples going to last. I took some notes. They may be scattered all over the place. I'm hoping it ain't like, oh my goodness. Just by way of what is going on, I went today with my daughter to see Odyssey. Y'all, I've got to do a review on that tomorrow. Was not what I expected. Oh my God, look at my nails. It was not what I expected at all. Um, and I really truly enjoyed it. So I'm going to be reviewing that tomorrow for those of you all um, who have seen it, and to let you know what my honest review of it for those who are anticipating going soon. Um, okay, Gil, I understand. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, boo. But it is gritty. Like the screen is very gritty. And I don't know what's going on with it, but I'm going to move on as I move on. So let me pull up my notes, y'all. Um, oh, here for the long haul. Thank you, boo. Thank you, boo. Oh, that's so sweet. Let me pull up my notes. And then let me pull up the people. I see Nathan Temp is in the building. Hey, Nathan. And hey to all my members, but I see he's up in the room. So I'm going to have to make these so that these people are just here, not these pictures. Okay. So y'all be patient with me. I'm a little off. Um, so let's talk about Felipe and Tori. Shall we? Oh, yes, we shall. So in this episode, Felipe and Tori, right, are they kind of looking like they're going to be one of the couples that is starting off on a good start, but I don't know. That episode 6 said a whole lot, but we ain't there yet. We have 4. They are actually having fun together. and their personalities seem to complement each other really well. He thinks she's absolutely gorgeous as she is, and she had the audacity to think he fine. I just think that he, for me, I think he's one of them. You had to been there. Okay. He brings energy to the relationship, into all his conversations, while Tori has this calming presence, and she's beautiful. And this seems to kind of balance him out, and instead of him trying to compete with her. I think that he's in awe because she's so beautiful. I don't know. The two of them are relaxing together by the pool, and Felipe starts looking around and jokes that they're basically in a safari because of all these trees that's surrounding them. And then he tells Tori they're missing are the animals, right? The conversation quickly turns into a playful teasing, because Felipe admits that he's getting a little bored just sitting around. And mm, Felipe admits to the cameras that he keeps catching himself looking at her in her little bikini, right? He says that she really looks good, and I think that he is in love with the outer part of who she is. Um, Later in the conversation, it becomes a little bit more serious, because he asks Tori whether she thinks they're becoming friends faster than they're becoming husband and wife. And he tells her that the relationship between them feels effortless. And it looks effortless for right now. They are, like I said, always joking constantly. They laugh at almost everything, and they genuinely enjoy spending time together. His only question is when that friendship naturally becomes romance. And so Tori doesn't seem like, she's really worried about that aspect of the relationship. Um she says that they're clicking so quickly. She says that they're clicking so quickly. I wrote this down, probably makes the friendship come out even stronger. He agrees, but admits that he's also trying to remember that they're not just dating, they're actually married. And he wonders when they'll start feeling like two friends hanging out and start fully embracing the romance side of the relationship. And she lets him know that he doesn't have to overthink it. She tells him not to hold back, not to second guess whether it's okay to hold her hand or show affection, and encourages him to, be himself. And of course, we all know that Felipe is not being himself. He's not. Let me drop this link for Red Lipstick. I love you too, Gail. Y'all so sweet tonight. He wants some action. And no matter how much she likes him, I don't think he's a good guy. I just don't. Y'all let me know downtown in the comment section. Don't be quiet. Don't be quiet. Okay. Do not be quiet. Let me know what y'all think. I know that most of y'all listening, but I need to know what y'all thinking too. Hey, girl. Hey,
Hey, hey, chat.
girl. I'm talking about Felipe
Episode
and
4.
Tori.
Yeah.
Um, she seems to like really like him, but I'm so afraid for her because I was just saying that
Hmm.
I don't think he's a good guy. And he's coming off that way. He's coming off, as a fun loving guy,
But she's crazy. You know that she's going to turn out to be crazy, right?
no, I don't know.
Because she said, remember when like she told him like there's one thing I'm gonna tell you that I'm not crazy. Like she like made an extra effort to tell him that she wasn't crazy, which further proves to me anytime somebody does that, 9 times out of 10 they're crazy.
They start with a disclaimer.
Yeah, they're like, I'm not crazy, but you're actually very crazy. So I'm
Hold on,
just
let me close
curious.
this door. Go ahead and talk.
Yeah, I'm curious about when that's going to come out because she hasn't been with him when he's actually been at the restaurant. So she hasn't experienced that yet. She hasn't seen women like in how he interacts with women in that setting. And I think the only reason why she didn't have a problem with him interacting like that with Courtney is she thinks she's prettier than Courtney, so she doesn't that doesn't really phase her. But I think if it's a woman that she doesn't feel as pretty as it, you could see the crazy come out. But
Okay.
I can't wait to talk about some other things with her down the line. So you can kind of go through
Yeah,
it and
because
now.
I'm just doing 4 tonight. That's all I had
Yeah,
time
that's
for.
perfect. And then I'll just
Oh,
like chip in.
so remember now before they met the couples, he
Mhm.
joked with her because he say everything under a joke.
Yes.
And he joked with her that the other husbands didn't have any faith in him.
Hmm.
And that's because of who he is and what he does. This not being on time, missing appointments with production, drinking, because he said his job allows him to. Um, and
Bragging about women, bragging about all the women that hit on him and all the hooking up, whatever that he does. And also bragging, almost kind of bragging about the cheating and just saying, like, I don't remember. I feel like that's very
couldn't
like
believe
dismissive.
that he told her that he cheated,
And
but
that he
he
didn't
didn't
remember.
remember. What the? Who doesn't remember cheating? Then that means you didn't cheat.
Yeah. And I do owe him an apology because his family does own the restaurant, but
Yeah, but he doesn't.
he doesn't on his own.
So
Yeah.
you were right and wrong at the same
Yeah.
time.
I'm like, let me make sure that I clear it up. It is a family business.
He told everybody when they walked into the restaurant, right? Because he wanted to prove to them that he was the man. And he tells her that she looks absolutely beautiful and says they're already vibing. He hoped they would from the very beginning, right? And so Tori laughs and admits that she was just excited to meet everybody. It was so crazy to me how all of them could not wait to connect with one another.
It's very Love is Blind. You're feeling the Love is
Yeah,
Blind production, which this is
the
not at
kinetic
all.
is coming in.
Yeah, it's not at all how maths usually feels. Like it's not so like let's get together and start some drama with each other. It's
Yeah.
giving that vibe because like where like I don't know. It just feels very married at first sight. I mean, but Love is Blind to me.
Very Love is Blind because remember when she said that, she had mentioned that all the couples was probably gonna have some drama.
Hmm.
And I just was like, okay, so why are we going there? It's very kinetic. Very, very kinetic.
You remember the season with David and them when we found out that they had met at the honeymoon gym, and then that's kind of
Yeah,
what sparked everything.
yeah.
We were all saying we think based off that season, they all needed to be separate and not have the other people connected to them at the beginning because it was impacting them being able to create that connection with their partner. It was too many outside forces from the show interacting, and they clearly ignored our advice from that.
So in my notes I put when he got into the room with everybody, his personality became overwhelming for me. He
Mhm.
started joking with the husbands, introducing himself, talking about owning both a restaurant and a bar in Seattle. And
Mhm.
the other couples quickly noticed his energy.
Courtney, especially, she thinks she wants that. But if she was actually with a person like that, that means that she would not be the center of attention. And I don't think she realizes when you get a personality like that, you have to be able to take a back seat because she's not like some stunningly beautiful woman. She's in really great shape, but she's not a stunner. And so she would have to take a back seat to him. Whereas the
Mm-hmm.
girl that he's with, Felipe is with, she's like one of those people that I think she walks in a room and people just look at her.
Yes,
She was
yes.
very much a she doesn't have to say a word. She just kind of was an all eyes on me. So I think she can handle that type of personality because of that, because she's going to get attention regardless.
Period.
Yeah.
And that's on period. And I think that that's what he is excited about, her beauty, because he
Hmm.
thinks that he's fine, and she complimented him, but he's not
Yeah.
fine.
He's not, and I'm
He's
so
not.
confused. I try to look at him from different angles, and I'm just like, I'm like, am I just?
Right, because I'm thinking, do you got a beating
I'm like, what am I missing? I'm just not. I don't get it. He's not attractive to me.
at all?
He's not even conventionally or like a little bit weird attractive. He's not.
At all. Cameron and Michelle.
They're
Girl, and
so
she
cute.
talk about them goddamn fibroids one more time and
Or
want to
get
have a
emotional
baby.
about it. Getting emotional about it.
Do you know how common fibroids are?
I feel like hers must be maybe really severe because she keeps talk. I mean, she's like she's gonna have to get a second surgery, and she still may not be able to carry kids to term. Which I mean, I don't. I'm like having that conversation with him on camera like that. I don't know if that would have been my first thing, but I think it's just maybe an insecurity for hers. Like thinking about it, she just wanted to get it
Mhm.
off her chest. But
You think?
I'm sure in the pre-interviews at some point they were asked, "How do you feel about adoption? How do you feel about not, your partner not being able to give you bio children?" And frankly, he doesn't seem in a rush until
Yeah,
like,
because right, and I think that he mentioned, unless I'm crazy,
yeah,
I think that he mentioned that the baby conversation was a little bit too much. It was too early for him,
he
but
would have
he did.
ran.
Yes, and he did mention that he has an adopted sister, right?
Hmm. Yep, his sister's
So
adopted.
yeah, so he's open to it. But right now, the basic conversation was about where was they gonna live.
And
You know,
also, he hasn't even had a real relationship in his life. So he went from no relationship
hello.
to marriage. I mean, like I mean, I guess they used to do this back in like the 30s and 40s and stuff. But when's the last time you heard someone say that they never had a relationship until marriage? I mean, that's very and to be able and to choose married at first sight in the way to do it. I I don't really believe he even actually really wants kids that bad. I think he'd be totally okay if they didn't have any.
Do you think that's because he has a coaching job?
I think because he's 37 and he doesn't want to feel rushed. And like when you're a coach, especially like in like an up and coming one, you're going to do a lot of moving for a very long period of time until you land a spot. Unless you are extremely successful one season and then a school picks you up and then you're successful for a year or two there, you're going to be moving a lot. I used to date a coach. I hated it. It didn't work for me because they're jumping from job to job to job and
Mm-hmm.
budgets change on those teams. And sometimes they don't
Mm-hmm.
have budgets for more assistants.
Mm-hmm.
Like the head coaches, like if you're a head coach that gets a job that lasts more than 5 years in one place, you're lucky. That like rarely happens.
Yeah,
Most of
because
them are
she
jumping around.
right, because that's an issue in their a relationship, because the two of them was talking about, her having to move, her wanting to
Mhm.
stay closer to her family, and all of that kind of stuff. And why I think they like each other, right there clicking. I think that moving, and like you was just talking about, not having tenure at a school, because if you're a professor or something like that, you can get tenure. But a
Yeah.
coach, it depends on how you perform. That's
Yes.
totally on how you perform.
And that's it. And you could lose your job. It's a very stressful uh, career to be in, and also the financial instability of it. I mean, as a community
Hmm.
college coach, I don't know what the finances are looking like. Uh, and I don't know if she has like a job that she can just bounce all over the place with. They're going to depend on her income. That's another problem. I just think that his career is going to be a concern. So he needs to like go to a high school and start teaching and maybe coach at the high school level, or and well for like the first 5 years so she can have a kid and then get a little bit stable, because I don't foresee them having an easy road on that front without that.
Yeah. 'Cause, I mean, and I think that there is. I think that again, I'm gonna go back to the fibroids. Even though she was talking about the fibroids and he was listening, it
Mm-hmm.
was really heavy. And then I know she said that she had to have a surgery
Mm-hmm.
and that she could not have kids for what, a year. I
A
think that she
year.
said after the surgery, and she's like what, 37? How old is
I
she?
think she's like 30, 28 maybe.
No,
He's a
no,
lot he's a lot older. I do know that.
no. Let me find her age because she is, because when I heard her say that, or do you have your computer up to look
Yeah,
up
I
her
can.
age?
What's her name again? I forget. What's her name? 34. Okay, she's
Michelle
okay.
and Cameron.
Okay. I thought she was 28,
So
which would have given her a little time.
how old is she?
34.
So she's geriatric.
Yeah, she's already in a position to potentially have an at-risk pregnancy. So what's so funny is remember him complaining saying she's on a time clock, and I'm like, okay, sir, but if you knew you didn't want to have kids this like right away,
Mm.
you should have requested a bride that was under the age of 30.
Who said he didn't?
I don't think he did. But he should have made it very clear. Like, I'm not looking at all to have kids in the next 4 years. I need a bride that's like under 30.
But you know what? I can flip that the other way because Cameron was saying that for his entire life, he wants to be with somebody, but he been single, and that being in this long term relationship with her is a huge adjustment. So she should have asked for somebody who was skilled in relationships because the way that he's talking, he hasn't had many relationships at all.
I agree. I don't think he should have been on the show. I don't know
Me
why they're putting
either.
people on the show that this is their first real relationship. Getting
Me
married
either.
at first sight feels real crazy to me.
Me
It's
either.
it requires way too much immediate emotional intelligence for it to be successful, and I don't see how a 37-year-old man that's never had a real relationship past 6 months would have that. I just don't foresee it.
They because one of their conversations, and I think it's these little things, right? It's the little things that spoil what they say, the little foxes that spoil the whole vine. And
Mhm.
he's having problems with being in a committed relationship. She is having a problem with thinking that she's going to lose herself in this relationship. So
Mhm.
she's probably going to be the one that's going to be giving, and
Yep.
he's going to be the taker in the relationship. And although they cute and they like each other, it's not going to be enough if they don't balance it and really work on it. It's going to be an issue in their relationship.
Just like how she kind of approaches the coaching. She's like, "Well, it's your career," and I'm like, she didn't even once mention her own career or like her own. It's always about, well, it's his. I'm just like, but his career. I mean, he's not like coaching in the NBA. He's not even at a D1 school. I mean, it's kind of like, okay, girl. He can go back to coaching at Ingham. I mean, he can go to a high school and at least get stable for a little bit before pursuing that. So I don't know.
They
It's a
got a
very
lot of
tricky
major
show.
decisions that they got to make
Yes.
in their
They have
relationship.
the hardest to me. To me, they have the hardest, which
I think
I don't
so.
think
I
people
agree.
realize that, but his career and her need to have kids right away are two really big decisions for a man that's never been in a real relationship.
True. Nick and Courtney.
Oh God. She's so annoying. She's got to be one of the most annoying people on the planet.
When I tell you
And
that
she's
when
boring.
is she the one, I get her confused with
She she's the
Marissa,
one
that's
she's
complaining and
yes.
complaining, and I don't want to be touched, and I'm a hard apple, and I'm this and that, and I mean, even when it, okay,
They're both like that, but she's the one that's complaining saying that he's not fun and he's boring. They're both these women. It's very interesting how both of these women are very emotionally detached women, and then they both get men who like want to emotionally connect. And I think about how long have we been asking for men to be emotionally present and more
Yes.
emotionally available? We've been
Yes.
saying that all over the internet. But I mean, she's conservative, so I wouldn't be. I'm not shocked that she's not appreciating that about him.
Hmm.
But there's a
Hmm.
lot of women out there that would greatly appreciate a man being more emotionally connected and in touch, and she just isn't. She's like very superficial in her interactions, and she keeps calling him boring, and I'm just like, well, maybe you're boring.
But I didn't. I think that she's the one. I get her mixed up with Marissa, which is
Hmm.
she just complain every time. I don't know if they edited it that way, but it just was
Yes.
like complain.
Yes.
She all in the girls' faces, like we trying
Yes,
to
that's
drink
her.
and have fun, and I'm just like,
Yes. She went on a
sit
world tour.
down.
She went on a world tour to complain to every single
Yes.
girl about how much she was so bored and how this is not what she expected and so on and so forth. I'm just like, you are literally so annoying.
So annoying. Because
And
early in the episode, the two of them settled into their first real conversation. Let me look at my notes about who they are outside of the wedding day excitement. And he told Courtney he's always been someone who throws himself completely in the relationship. When he loves someone, he isn't half in, he's all in, right? And Courtney tells him she understands exactly what he feels, what that feels like. She says she had a relationship where she invested everything emotionally only to realize that her and her partner weren't building towards the same future. But rather than blaming those relationships, she says that they taught her the importance of asking difficult questions early instead of waiting until all feeling that she's already involved.
I have a question for you. Do you believe, based off what we've seen of her, that there was any way, shape, or form that she was emotionally fully invested in a
Hell
past
no.
relationship?
Absolutely not.
Okay. I think she's
Absolutely
delusional.
not. That's why I took the note down.
Yeah, she's very delusional. She's delusional. Delulu.
Get on my nerve.
I haven't seen anything about from her that would lead me to believe that the reason that she poured all of her emotional energy into anybody other than herself. She's too selfish to do that. So, are you trying to tell me in the last year all of a sudden she got selfish? I don't believe that. I think that she's probably always been this way, and she's telling herself that she's pouring it all in, but
Yes.
she just keeps herself busy. She's a busy bee.
Right. And I think that she's had an unstable life because I wrote down in my notes. Where I write that down in my notes. She says stability has always been important to her. She
Mhm.
doesn't need perfection, but she wants consistency. She wants somebody she can depend on when life inevitably gets hard. And I'm like, okay, so why is that so important? Now I know we all want stability, but
Mhm.
why was that something that she had to discuss with him?
Yeah.
He
I
said that's who he wants to become. He wants to become someone who gives her stability. So that means that in this relationship, this is going to be unstable. This is going to be unstable.
she probably dated a lot of free spirits before, which is why she's like so adamant this time. Like she's like, I feel like people say I want a real man. I want a mixed or fix it. That's how like her energy. She was like she wants like a man from like the 1950s, not realizing that who she is would not exist in that space.
Right.
She could not be the woman she is with in that space with a man like that. Those two things don't go together.
And she's the type of person that she's not an effective communicator because I wrote down in my notes again, she admits that she's someone who sometimes needs a little time before responding during conflict. During conflict, honey, you need to respond.
Hmm.
She said if she's upset, she'd rather gather her thoughts. That means you want to be by yourself. You're going to withdraw from the conversation,
Mhm.
withdraw from the conflict, even if it's a small conflict over a dish sponge.
Yep.
You are the type of person. She said, I get
And
upset.
gossip.
I gotta go off to my own way. And Nick said he's the type of person who wants to work through that problem right away.
And he's lying too because she leaves and goes to gossip about the problem to everybody but the person she has the problem with, and he just keeps it all inside and just is people pleasing the partner instead of saying, "Hey, I would like to do this," or I want to be more jokey. Like she like intimidates him to the point where he can't even be his authentic self. I'm like, he's a nerd. He went to MIT.
Yeah, he's very intelligent.
Yeah, and she tries to say that she's goofy, and I'm just like, what about her is goofy?
Hmm.
She's very judgmental, even when
But
she
wasn't
doesn't think
she
she's being.
attracted to Felipe?
That's because Felipe has main character energy. Nick does not. Nick is like, what do they call it? An NPC, a non-playable character in a video game. He's just that person that wanders around and gets knocked out the way. He's not the main character. He's not player one or two. He's the NPC.
Mm-mm. And Felipe got to be the center of everybody's attention, and I
Yes.
think that that's going to end up being an issue in their relationship. I can't wait till the season keep going. Devin and Caitlin,
Yeah.
girl,
They're in the lust phase.
did you see his house?
Oh God. It's like it reminds me of the frat houses I used to go to in college.
Yeah,
He's living in a frat house. I bet you his toilet has a ring in it. Like a very hard water stain ring. It hasn't seen a toilet brush in
the
eons.
whole thing just looked dusty and dirty, and I
Yes.
was like, "Oh my god!" And she was just, I don't know if she was playing games with herself or playing games with us, but she was like, "Oh, okay. Oh, look at the axe in the ceiling," and oh, look, and I'm thinking this stuff would have made me think, eat
Yeah.
Jason and getting the fuck up out of there. I would have been like, "Who did y'all hook me up with? I need to go back to the States." I could not have stayed with him.
She's enamored. She's like I think she still had the honeymoon buzz. So when you think about how they were at the honeymoon, like the man is having her sample his drinks as if he is alcoholic or allergic, and that's what he does. He doesn't drink because he wanted to be in tip top shape. Nothing, and he wanted to make sure that he was like present in his work.
And
He
yeah,
never said one time he was an alcoholic or that he was allergic to alcohol. So
because he
he,
kept, and the thing I noticed that he kept doing, and I didn't
yeah,
understand what it is. Maybe every time before he would take a drink, he would tell her to sip it
yes,
first.
yeah.
What
But
what was that? What
I
is that?
it's a very control thing. But I it kind of felt like one of those like it was how they were bonding, and it was very, and I don't think she realizes that it was a very controlling, manipulative thing he was doing
You
because
think so?
she knows good and full well that that man is not an alcoholic and that that man's not allergic to alcohol. So he's making a bigger deal and he's constantly bringing up the alcohol point without calling her out for drinking alcohol.
So is that why he's playing this game with her
He's
drinking all
manipulative.
his drinks so he can say she's over drinking. She even
Yeah.
drinks out of my drink.
I think he's doing it to say to constantly bring up the fact that there's alcohol around. So like down the line he can say,
I think he.
"You're
I think
always drinking."
I definitely think it's something he gonna pull out his back
He
pocket.
is. He is going to bring it up later. He's very manipulative, but I feel like they're almost not trauma bonding over it, but it's like a weird um bonding that they're doing around it. And somebody said in the comments, I'm like, he never said you guys he was an alcoholic. He literally said he only stopped drinking because he wanted to be like not bloated and
Yeah. He was talking
clear-headed.
about his
Yeah,
body and stuff like that. He
yeah. He
wanted to be
never
in
said
good
anything about being
shape and
alcoholic. Yeah.
The ski, the what is that? The jet skis, and he was just that type of guy that didn't work with his body
His
and all of that kind of
lifestyle.
stuff
Yeah.
because he was turned off. Remember when she gave him the fireball in
Yes.
his little basket? So he has a thing with alcohol and probably judges people for just having a glass of wine at the end of the night.
Yes. That was the vibe I was getting. And I was also wondering, like, I'm just like, so every single time you go somewhere, you're having somebody sample your drink. I just don't believe it.
I,
I just don't believe he does that everywhere he goes.
I couldn't believe it.
I
I
think
was
it
like,
was almost
what
like
is
a
this
test.
about?
I feel like he was almost testing her. Like how far will how much into this illusion will she buy into? Let me have her sample my drinks. Even his steak. I think he was trying to test to see what she would challenge. Like the man is sitting at a fine dining restaurant or outdoor restaurant eating a steak with his hands like a savage. And then he makes her take a bite by holding it in his hand to give her a bite. I mean, he's like testing her.
He's very much testing her because he was asking her when she had said, I wrote this in my notes. She said that she prioritized school, fitness, and accomplishing goals over almost everything, right? And then she had started talking about the fast food, that she didn't start eating fast food until a year ago, remember? And he asked her, did your parents make you do
That
that?
was Courtney. That wasn't Marissa.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I got the wrong. Okay. So I got my notes jacked
Yeah.
up.
And he asked her about her parents because her parents were bodybuilders. And
Yes.
I think Courtney could have potentially some issues when it comes to food. Um, having
You
like
think so?
there's no way your parents didn't rub off on you. I have dated a multitude of bodybuilders, and let me tell you, their relationship to food is very interesting.
True.
And then
True.
and it becomes an obsession with everything you put into your body. You become obsessed with everything you put into your
True.
body. You're
You're right.
measuring everything, and that's the homes that she grew up in.
Trying to get this off your face.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now this couple made me sad.
Don't make me cry.
I loved them. I thought they were going to be just so cute. They had such great chemistry, and he is a total golden retriever, and she just cannot get with the program, and
At all.
she can't be honest about it without being mean. Like she can't find she doesn't know she's
That's a
not.
lack of intelligence for me.
Yeah, she's not what is it, not negotiating, but there's no like compromise. She doesn't know how to find a good compromise. Because like when she said that she was supposed to wake him up so they could go to the gym together.
And she
I'm a person that I also get very overly stimulated, so she could be a little bit ADHD. And I know for me, I do need a specific amount of alone time. But if I know I'm in a relationship with somebody where I've made plans with you, or I said I'm going to do something with
I'm
you,
gonna do what I say I'm gonna do.
yes. Or she could have at least left a note that said like, "Hey, you looked really peaceful. I really didn't want to wake you. I just went ahead and ran to the
But it
gym."
wasn't done, it was done maliciously. The way that
Yeah,
she came off, it was intentional and malicious.
yeah.
Like
She,
I know I should go wake him up, but I'm not. I need my time by myself. Just communicate that. Like I'm
yep,
introverted, right?
yep,
So I don't get energy off of people,
yes,
right? They drain me. So
yep,
I have times when I'm around, like I just went to my family reunion,
mm-hmm,
and there were times where I was in the middle of a room in front of everybody,
uh-huh,
but inside.
yeah,
Right? I went inside myself. It's just a calming thing that I need to do, right, in order to
yeah,
be able to get through the shit.
yes,
But I do. I have learned over the years. Now, it wasn't easy, but I learned over the years how to be in a room and not be in a room to get my energy back,
yeah.
if that makes sense.
To check out a little bit. I have to do that too. Like I get my tank gets low. So
Yes.
when I Like when I go on like work trips where they want to go all day, then they want to immediately go to dinner.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
I
let's
can't
begin.
do
So we
that.
gonna go back to the hotel and everybody gonna change their clothes. We gonna take
Yeah,
a shot and we'll meet at the I
I
don't
don't want to.
I don't
Oh, oh, I
And
do not
after a
want to.
while, I set a standard, right? I set a standard and say, we'll do lunch. But for dinner, I want to be able to connect to what's going on at the house and stuff like that. I don't. I've taught myself and those who are around me that, especially on a business trip, in the
Hmm.
evening, I'm not gonna be with you. Y'all go ahead and I'll meet for breakfast. Now I will meet for breakfast because I've had a chance to recharge.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been, and I've unfortunately I've been in a couple positions, and the higher you get up on the ladder, the least amount of times you can say no, I'm not going to be there.
True,
And
true.
so
I'm there.
I've
I'm
had
there.
I've had to do some dinners I really didn't want to be at. But
Okay.
but I do say you need to give people like a 30-minute window between like being on at a meeting all day and then having to be on at a dinner too. That's just a lot of being on. And people need a recharge. So I understand. I'm not trying to dismiss her feelings because I get it. I do need a chance to recharge because she's probably performative right now. That's probably another thing. She's probably been very performative and she's not really relaxed because she doesn't
But he
want
feels so rejected. He
Oh yeah,
feels so rejected. And it's so
it's so
like
sad.
my stomach is queasy
Yeah,
because
it
I
pisses me
felt
off
it.
because she feels mean. She doesn't feel like she tried to squeeze out some tears talking about it, and I'm like, this girl, she's not sorry. This is her personality. Even she said she's like her dad, and she's stubborn like her dad. So even if you told her about herself, I don't
He
know
said
if
that
she'll
he
receive
wasn't,
it.
and the thing that I wrote down in my notes, he said, I was not upset that she wanted to work out alone. I was upset that she just simply didn't tell me.
Yep. No, no notes, no nothing. And she could have, I mean, it would have taken her 2 minutes. They leave a pen and pad in every hotel room. You could have wrote a quick little note, or she could have told him the night before when she's making the plans to go to the gym. She could say, hey, like, usually I like to just go to the gym and knock it out. It's like just something I like to do quickly on my own. Are you okay with me just going on my own and me meeting you back here for breakfast or something?
Yeah.
He would have been fine. He
That's
was
what he
just
said.
looking
He
at it
wasn't
as a
mad that
bonding
she went.
moment.
He just was mad that she didn't communicate it to him.
Yes. And he's thinking it's a bonding opportunity. But for her, she doesn't look at the gym that way. So it would have been totally okay for her to say, I like to just get in and get my business done and like get centered and do all that. I'm not going to be good company for the gym with you. And I really want to present my best self right now. So let's like get together for breakfast instead.
But I think that it makes me, for people that's like that, right? It makes me check. I'm questioning immaturity,
Mm-hmm.
right? That they're very, very immature, where they can't articulate how they're feeling. You do have to grow into that, right? But it just shows that she's very immature emotionally and
Yes.
intellectually, that you can't just simply tell somebody, I'm not going, I want to go to the gym, but I want to go by myself
Yeah. She really doesn't take accountability at all.
at all. It's so sad to see him want a connection with her, be attracted to her. Because after all, I wrote in my notes, this is what she asked for. This was the kind of man she asked for. And she
Uh-huh.
got the man that she asked for, but she being such a nasty a-hole, wanting somebody to kiss her. Oh my God.
Yeah. She calls herself a black cat, but what's funny, a black cat does not isolate their partner.
No, they do not.
They're very protective of their partner. And she's not doing that. So she really isn't a black cat. She's given the black cat the bad name. That's not what a black cat is.
I ain't like her.
Yeah, she really went
I
down
don't
the
like
she I was really excited for that couple and her And also too, he has some abandonment issues that she knows about too with his dad.
Yeah.
And I just feel like she's not being gentle or careful with his heart at
No, at
all.
all. At all. I
And
don't
she
like
and
it.
she is looking like a villain as much as she's mad about that. She's giving villain energy.
Go in. Is this a couple that you is this a couple you want to go in on?
Oh my god. Was episode 4 when he said, "Who do you think is more attracted?" 5. Okay.
But you can go in.
Oh my god.
You let me he's his dad.
Yes.
He is his dad.
A sabotager. A straight sabotager. And only so he can be the victim when it's all said and done. I guarantee you, for his dad and his relationships with women, he has done everything to sabotage it so he can walk. So they end up leaving because they're so fed up. And
But
he gets to stick around and say, "Look at me. I'm the super dad that stuck around. I'm the victim. You left me. I didn't leave you."
I think though, I do think that he's extremely insecure. He was
Very.
insecure about his job.
Yes.
Remember, I know people don't think they're like, oh, you picking up trash. This is your family business. Remember, I said that when we got together the last time. He's very insecure. Anytime you gonna rate and
Yes.
say who you think like who the best, what
Yeah.
the kind of conversation? I think you at 150. I think you
Yeah.
at 150, and I'm at 80. Bitch, who you?
It's like it's a weird thing too because it's kind of like he he liked her when she played hard to get and acted like she wasn't that into it, even though she was always into him. But when she
You mean
like,
at the wedding?
yeah, when she told him to kiss on the
When he
cheek,
kissed him, yeah.
she was like a challenge for him at that point. And then it's like as soon as she no longer became a challenge for him, and she told him how she felt and told him that she liked him and that she was attracted. As soon as he realized that she was very attracted to him, all of a sudden now he's like, "I'm not that into you." And I was like, "You were."
I was pissed.
It's. I'm just like, I don't.
And you know why she was? You know what? Who was the one that said, "Are you going to leave me? You going to leave me,
She did.
right?" And I was like, why would she say that? A man like that, you don't ever.
Because she dates men she chases, and as much as she's saying I don't chase men, that's what exactly what she does.
I hate that she likes him as much as she do.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that she likes him because I think he gonna crush her self esteem in
Yeah,
every which way. Because she said, "Oh, he feels." Then he changed it and said, "What would he say? 80,
60,
60?"
80.
And she said, "Okay, I'm gonna pull back."
Yeah,
But then when we saw her,
she
she
didn't.
didn't pull back.
No,
And
I
what's
would be
with the
looking at
matching
him
clothes?
sideways.
Do you do matching clothes?
I don't. I could. Auntie, it's been so long. I think the last time I was in a matching outfit was like maybe high school.
I've never done it. I've never been
My
into.
mom and my stepdad do it all the time. They're so cute. I think they're the cutest, but they love doing that type of stuff. I don't really. If somebody wanted to do it, sure, I'll do it, but it's not really a priority for me. It's for me. It seems like what they're trying to. She's trying to manufacture
Mm-hmm.
a greater connection than what actually exists. And I'm just like, he's just not. Yeah, I don't even know if he wanted to even be married. And then I went to his Instagram, and he's very socially awkward. He's very weird.
You think so? I
Yeah,
think he is immature. I think he real insecure. I think that
I,
he.
I still don't believe he dates black women normally.
I don't think so either.
So I
But
think
why
that like
would he say that he had a preference?
because I think in his brain he wanted to marry a black woman. If he's going to be on a show like this, he's like, well, I'm going to marry a black woman. Or even still, I think he can even. Sometimes I think maybe he was attracted to or wanted to get with a black girl, and they always thought he was weird and never gave him the time of day. And then he finally met his match in a woman that actually likes that he's weird. I think he kind of treated maybe some black women like a monolith. And then he got one that's not like that, that likes his creativity and his painted nails and all the other shenanigans that I would have been looking sideways at. She thinks is cool.
Yeah, because and I think that they both got trauma, but I don't think it's the kind
Mm-hmm.
of trauma that's going to bond because she
No.
didn't have a relationship with her dad. He
Mm-hmm.
didn't have a relationship with her mom, but when they talked about it, I never saw like a connection, right?
No.
Where it was a, well, I got this hurt. Oh, well, I can top you. It seemed like he wanted to top her. Well, I can top you because
Yeah.
I ain't had no mama. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There is no real connection other than the outfits.
I feel like maybe he probably isn't really. I almost too. I don't know if he's dated a woman that has a story that almost mirrors his own, to where she was kind of left behind too. So he doesn't get to be the victim in that scenario. Like in this scenario, he doesn't get to be the only person that doesn't have a parent. Partner doesn't have a present parent either, through no fault of her own. So he doesn't get to play the victim card, or he doesn't get to do any of that with her. He doesn't get, and then like even with his like job, I feel like he plays the victim a lot.
Me
Like even
too.
with his job,
Me
like,
too.
oh, people don't respect me because of my job. I'm a victim.
Yes, yes. I have to agree. I have to agree. And I hate, I'm going to say it again, how much she likes him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's the type of guy that you can immediately tell him that you like him. I think he's the kind of
No.
guy you got to play hard to get. You got to act nonchalant.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate that, right? Those kind of games that you used to play when you were younger. I don't play them now. Either I like you or I don't. And
Yeah.
I'm very upfront about, how I feel about it. You take it or leave it. And then your actions will show me how you felt about what I shared with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
But with her, when he said that, that was like a gut punch.
Oh
And
yeah.
I would have absolutely not been matching another outfit. Like I don't like you 150.
Took the wind out of her sails. I just don't know how you recover from a man telling you that. She's better than me. I would have
She,
been done. I would have been
yeah,
like,
me too. I would
I'm
have been
good.
done. Yeah, I
I'm
would
good.
have been done.
You
I would have
you
been
show me.
done.
You show me who you are. The fact that you opened your mouth to even say that speaks volumes for me.
Speaks
I'm good.
volumes.
Yeah. I don't foresee you getting better. Like you just showed me how little you even respect me by saying something. Like you're trying to embarrass me on TV. You're trying to embarrass me the way your dad be embarrassing you.
I thought it was. I thought it was. It was a gut punch.
Yeah.
It was a gut punch. Sean and Nikki.
So they'll be
What
divorced.
the?
He is very sexually delayed. He he has like the
I wasn't expecting that.
he I feel like he acts
Maybe when it comes down to women, allegedly.
he acts like a 16-year-old
He
teenage boy.
does. But he has a point to prove, I feel like. I feel like he
Yes.
has a point he needs to prove. So he got to say he had sex with a woman.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's how it's like desperation.
It's very desperate. And then like you slept with somebody like what do you say 21 or something and didn't sleep again with somebody till 28. That is a wide that's like formative years of discovering yourself. Everything he's done, I'm trying to even think about who he's been with because how he speaks, it's like he watches too much PORN. It's like
And
it's like very
you can't make a connection.
yeah, it's
But you
very
want to.
unnatural.
and you want to,
Yeah.
but you know the little
Yeah. It's very unnatural.
grist a little bit. And you know, I did not know that she authentically did not know that that was her husband standing at that aisle.
She was like, am I supposed to just wait for him to come out? Even when he's like, hey, hi. Even when he talks about her, it's just like someone in the comments said he speaks like he's reading a heterosexual instruction manual. That's what it feels like. Like it's like he's going through the checklist of what you should tell a woman to to make it appear as though you are attracted to her. Okay, I
Textbook.
need to talk about her body, and I need to talk about sex a lot. I need to constantly talk about it all the time and how much I want her. And he just keeps, it's like he keeps doing that. And it's very unnatural for him because that's not what he's feeling. It's not natural. And when even when he talks about her body, he sounds like my gay homeboys. Like when they're like, "Oh, you're snatched," and blah blah. Like he's like for the girls. He's like one of the girls. He's talking. I mean, his language is literally like
Textbook.
one of the
It's
girls.
textbook. It's textbook. It's Steve
Yeah,
Harvey. Is it's those Steve Harvey self help books.
yeah.
A woman like a man like a what? Like it's very textbook of a
Yes.
bunch of he's
And
read.
he's smart. He probably went and got books on it.
What did you think about that daggone conversation?
In the pool.
Mm-hmm.
So I will tell you this. She's not going to have patience for him or be nice to him because she's not attracted to him. So she's
True.
not
No,
really
that's true.
so she's not really concerned if he's mad or walks away.
Yeah, because she said he had a dead. She said he had a dead body with
Yeah.
with no kids.
Yeah. And even when he's talking about that, he feels the need to explain why he looks the way he looks, or like he or to give a disclaimer or an excuse, or like well, or like a well, I used to look like this and blah blah, or I don't. I'm like I'm like you never look like that. I guarantee you didn't look like that. You were
But
a
let me
pastor. You
tell
were
you,
a pastor's kid. You was in a church in the basement. You was not. You
why
wasn't
did
doing that.
he get so angry
When
when
he
she
asked her,
decided to say that they was not having sex
mm-hmm,
until the end of the experience? And he said, we decided, right? You decided. We didn't decide. Why was that a big? I could not
because
understand.
he knows we see him. He knows we see him. And he knows if he co signs on something like that, we're going to quadruple see him and think to ourselves, no heterosexual man is going to wait that long to be with a woman that he's supposed to be married with. There's no way he's going to wait to the end. And the fact that you're just okay with that confirms the suspicions that we've had about you. Now, people that just respect women don't look at it that way. They look at this as, wow, you're a man that really respects a woman's boundaries. He doesn't realize that women actually find it attractive that he isn't trying to push her and that he is respecting her boundaries. But he is so sexually delayed and he's so worried about being clocked.
He's already been clocked. Come on.
He thinks he's keeping up a ruse. He thinks he's fooling
You
us.
think so?
He really thinks he's fooling us.
No, you don't. You don't think that.
Yes, he does. He definitely does. He definitely thinks he's fooling us. He
No, you
hides
don't.
behind intellect and probably expensive cologne, and that has been a shield for him. And we're telling you, sir, we see you. You have not been delivered. You do not like her like that.
I don't think so either. I don't see him. being attracted to her.
Because he's pretty.
I have. He doesn't look at her like a man who's attracted to her. He looks like a man that's on a mission. He got to check off all the box,
Yes, that's why he's so
right?
picky. He's trying to get the most beautiful woman, like the best of the best of the best, hoping that maybe something will turn, or even if it doesn't turn, at least he'll have something on his arm that other men will envy. That would be the only way
And
that
then
women
treat
can
her
get
like
on
what
top
at
of
home though, because see,
him.
here's the thing: if he looking for a good Judy
Yeah,
that'll stand up and be, his what they call it is his beard. Is
his
that what they
beard,
call it?
his beard.
Then treat her like something when she's at the house,
Oh yeah,
and you don't. So nobody's going to stand in there and cover for you, right?
no,
Allegedly, allegedly, if
you got
he,
to treat her like a princess. You trying to read her the riot act
it's
about
not going to work.
asking her like, well, what do you think about you? It seems like even if she gave you multiple examples of what she does. She doesn't need to say, when I was with Jimmy,
Right,
he
because
left
she's
his
telling him,
T-shirt on the couch, and I went off on him, and I decided next time I'm not going to do. She didn't need to do that. She gave you an example. Move on. You've got
and when she
time.
says that she's not ready to talk about her other relationships, she's not ready to talk about all her other relationships. Just like there's certain things he doesn't want to discuss on camera, there's
Hmm.
things she doesn't want to discuss on motherfucking camera.
And you don't know what her experience. What it could have been traumatic. You don't know what happened in those scenarios. And she
And
could
she
be
don't trust
protecting
him.
them. Yeah,
She
she could have been with married. She could have been with married men.
And it does sound like he interviewing her. He's collecting data, and he seems like he's the type of person that will collect data, have a whole diary beside
Mm-mm.
his bed, and as soon as you do something, it's coming out as a weapon.
Listen, kicking his feet up in the air while he's writing with a feather pen. Okay, just
Lord forgive me.
he twir- he
Girl.
he twirled into that pool, like those little fairy toys that you would shoot up in the air. They twist like. I'm just like he
But the
just
thing about it was when he took his shirt off, it was like,
yeah.
like what the?
I thought I was in a Raining Men video. I'm just like,
I would tell them I'm out of here. I'm not going through with this. I'm out. I see some tendencies that I believe, and I'm not saying he is. I would just be telling him he's not masculine enough for me, and I
yeah,
think that that's fair.
it's very fair. It's very fair. I can't take him seriously. Every time he opens his mouth and something comes out, I'm just like, for me, I would rather you just be a gay man and tell me you're gay and give me the opportunity to decide if this is what I want to be in. Because if you were a really fun, amazing gay guy, low key, I might get married if it meant maybe we'd just have a kid together or something. And you would be like a phenomenal bestie that I was living with and cutting my bills in half. That might be worth it to me. A really fun date when I have to go places. And
Yeah,
it's an open situation where we can do what we need to do, but we can feel safe when we're together. I mean,
all the
I'm just
cards
saying.
are on the table. All the
Yes.
cards are on the table. Let me make a decision on whether or not I want to be with. Because when he made that comment, I wrote the comment. We decided because in his mind they never actually made the decision together. He explains that it isn't really about sex. It's about how they made the decisions as husband and wife. I was like, get the f- out of here. And
When
like
she
she
said,
said, every conversation
uh-huh,
turns into a disagreement or
yep,
a debate
yep,
where he wants to focus on what's the facts, what's the logic, can you tell me, can you prove it? I want you to prove this. And she ain't going for it.
and I
She's
think
not going for it.
I'm like, does he have any kind of a psychology background, like with his education? Because it's very much giving someone that has a psych background that's trying to
Yeah.
psychoanalyze you. And I don't want you to psychoanalyze me. Save that for your patients. Like, save that for your people you're dealing with. Do not bring that home to me.
Exactly. But she said that she feels like every time he asks her something, she feel like she's standing in the courtroom.
Yes, and she's also from HR. So guess what? She when she hears probing questions, usually when HR is doing that too, it's a setup. So when she hears, she's triggered by that because she works in HR. It feels like a setup. Like you're trying to set me up to say something to get me fired almost. Or to make me the villain or whatever you're trying to do, you're trying to set me up and I'm not falling for it. I'm like,
And
yeah,
then the thing about it is she's challenging him. Okay, let me make sure I say this correctly. He's trying to make it appear that she's aggressive.
yes.
He's trying to make it appear that she has masculine energy. And
Mm-hmm.
she has caught it. You know why I know she caught it? Because she said, I want you to treat me like a
Soft.
delicate flower.
Uh-huh.
Don't treat me like some man on the street, some
Mm-hmm.
aggressive black woman.
Yep.
You're not going to treat me like that. I'm a delicate flower, and that is how you're going to treat me.
And she's an AKA. She's a lady. You ain't gonna treat no AKA like that. It's not gonna happen.
At all. And then he says, I wrote this down. He says his goal isn't to win arguments, like she
Lies.
said in the courtroom. His goal is to learn how to best care for her, how to best support her, and eventually best love her. That's some bullshit.
That's a lie.
That's
Because his line of questioning had nothing to do with supporting her or loving her or taking care of her. It was him analyzing her, and then it was him trying to get a gotcha moment with her. Like, oh well, people say that they've done better or they learned, but they really haven't. He's trying to get you in a gotcha. He feels like a constant trying to, I gotcha. I found that about, now there's something bad about you.
yeah, because he said he wanted somebody more simple. Did you hear that?
Yeah, but that's because that way he can manipulate them because he's smart. He met his
And she said,
master.
I want somebody. Where did I write my notes? She said, I want someone who hears me. She said, I want someone who sees me, hears me, and cares for me and handles me gently. She
Yeah.
said, I don't want to feel invisible inside my marriage ever again.
Hmm. Especially when you've accomplished that much in your life, to be with a partner that you feel is in competition with you a little bit. He kind of feels like he's in competition. Like she'll be like having to compete with this man on who's the star. Remember him saying, "I'll let you be the star." I'm like, diva. If you don't go on somewhere, I have yet to meet a man that really loves and cares about a woman that doesn't put her up on a pedestal and wants her to shine. Like
And
he
shine,
wants her
shine
to be the
from
face.
her head to her toes,
Yes.
from her heart to her stomach. That man wants you to shine.
Yes. And I have dated a man like that, and he was very intelligent, had many degrees, very smart guy. He never tried to go out of his way to try to make me look stupid or to try to make me look inferior or like I didn't know more as much as he did. Like he's trying to do that.
Beverly said, Hey, Beverly. She said, Poor fellow said he was almost a college president.
But almost doesn't count.
Okay. She's not as competent. He just wants to me, make her look like he can come out of this and say she was a typical black woman.
Yeah,
I,
inferior. He trying to break her.
and make her say things and act a certain way because she did kind of get out of pocket, but
Hmm.
he needed to be checked.
Yes.
Because when she told him, and I know this episode 5, but when
Hmm.
she told him, and I want you to sleep on the sofa.
And that's it. And that's all. Here's a pillow. You're lucky I gave you
Now,
that.
where she was wrong at was when she told him take all the stuff out the closet.
Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. Now that was crazy. Comedy, but crazy.
He said, "You want me to take all my stuff?" Because she said, "Yeah." So yeah,
Yeah,
so yeah.
take it all out.
He said, "He taking my stuff out of that damn closet," which I don't believe. I don't blame him
Yeah.
for that.
And
I
now
thought, girl, that's a little bit too much,
when
girl.
he did that, now that's the type of checking she needs.
Yes,
In moments
agree.
where she is doing the most, she needs a man. Just like what did Jill Scott say? If you can check me, if you can tell me what to do, then you can tell me what to do. Yeah, it was if you can tell me what to do, then you can tell me what to do. And that's probably one of the most masculine moments he had in that moment was to be like, girl, I'm not doing that. And she needed someone to tell her that. Those to me, that's how he needs to do it. Not trying to be smarter than her or like belittle her. It's when she's getting clearly out of pocket that you reel her back in and demonstrate to her, I am the leader in this relationship. Just because we're not getting along right now doesn't mean that you get to dismiss and erase me as if I wasn't here.
True. I
That's what
agree.
she's trying to do. She's probably
Because
not
you know
going
what
to
the
use it
thing
to her
about it,
fault.
there's a certain way to handle us, to
Mm-hmm.
humble us.
Yeah.
You just gotta be smart enough, wise enough, and sincere enough, right, to care about us where we understand, okay, I needed to be checked.
I
Because
need to be,
sometimes
yeah.
when I get checked,
Yeah.
I
It
know
kind of
I
can
need
turn
to
me
get.
on. I'm like, you know what? I kind of needed to be told to go sit down
Yeah.
somewhere.
And you kind of look at them and like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, okay.
Okay, boo.
You
All
were
right,
talking
boo.
to me?
Right.
'Cause
I'm
I feel
sorry,
like she's
boo.
I feel like she's used to men living with her and she does it on purpose to tell them to pack their stuff and get out. That's how she treated him. Like probably men that she's had living with her at some point and she was like, yeah, you so she can keep the control. That's what they tell men. Don't move into her house like buy something together. So that way nobody has the power to say you pack your stuff up and get out of my house. That was the vibes she gave. When
But
she
you
never
know what?
once said that before.
I listened to Jessie Woo. I don't know if you look at Jessie
Yeah, I
Woo.
watched Jesse. Yeah.
And she had really broken down. And she was like, everybody got what they wanted,
Yes.
except for Mecca
Yes.
and Bill Jolie
Yeah.
and these two. Everybody else wanted an athlete. They got an athlete. She wanted a man that was 6 feet, but girl. But she got this man that's just about a dwarf.
They say because Chris Colleen does not like black women. That's like what we've pretty much come to the
Who
conclusion of.
doesn't?
The head person that runs all
Yeah,
the
that's what I
schools.
heard. Now
Yeah.
I've heard that from her, and it was somebody else that I was listening to. It popped up on my feed. And
Because
when
we
I
see it
look
all
back
every
at
time
Love
again.
is Blind and stuff like that, I'm like, oh
Mhm.
my God.
Yeah. We've only had a couple times, like with the amount of seasons and the amount of black women that have been on that show, there's only been like maybe two black women. Lauren at the first one, and then that one, maybe like one other black couple in between there that did really well. But all the rest end up with just shenanigans and buffoonery. They end
Yeah,
up being
because
the butt of the joke.
look at last season when the black guy, I can't remember his name, was hooked up with the white girl, and they
Mm-hmm.
totally did not even cover them
Mm-hmm.
basically living together. They didn't live with everybody else. Like they was just thrown somewhere else, but they were the ones that successfully stayed together. But then in another one, and I can't remember which one it is, you're gonna remind me that there was this one black guy and these two black girls, and they got along with each other and was like, we ain't gonna be on this show beefing over this man. I
That
don't know.
was that was the same season. It was last season.
Because neither one of them picked
Yeah,
him.
because he had no business being on there. He did not need to be getting married.
Her, girl.
He was bad.
Girl. But then I looked at the ultimatum because I was going to cover the ultimatum. But I was like, that was so disgusting.
Yeah, it
I
was a
didn't know.
terrible season.
Oh
I feel
my.
like that's why they just put all the episodes out because they knew it was a bad season. That show, it worked way better when it was Queer Ultimatum. It doesn't work well this format.
That was horrible. I don't know how them people even stayed, the cast members stayed on, because when those text messages went out,
Yeah,
I just was like, so why they still here? They put the one guy out, which he needed to. Was it Jedro, whatever his name
yeah,
was, because he wrote the girlfriend a letter.
yeah,
But still, and yet she's getting text messages of guys saying that they're going to change the whole season.
yeah.
Like, why wasn't he gone? And then at the end, after doing the tell all or the ultimatum, he didn't pop the girl. What
And I,
the,
I watched his interview. He did an interview on Hey Shandy.
on who?
Hey Shandy. It's like the wife is from a Bachelor of
Oh, the
Celebrity.
wife and the husband. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I love them. I
Dear
love them.
Shandy, Dear Shandy, not Hey Shandy. Yeah, and they just did an interview with him, and it's pretty good. So, um, I,
Well, with who?
with the one that got arrested.
Did he lie through the whole thing? Because he said that she signed two affidavits, but she said he forced her because now a lawsuit is out. She's suing him now.
Yeah, she's still in the interview. He says that number one, they're still communicating. So I don't really trust her either. No, like to
Why?
me, she had terrible anger issues.
She did.
She was
She would
like,
go from 1 to 10,
yeah, she had a
because
lot of
when
anger
they,
issues.
yes, because when they came the first night they swapped, and
Hmm.
she brought him over to the table to cuss him out because he didn't say hi.
Yeah,
Girl, calm the.
yeah, it was that show was a mess. I'm like I'll just watch maps because this was crazy. But yeah, I'm curious. I can't wait to see your takes on episodes 5 and 6 because
You'll be here with me.
yeah,
I'm doing
you know
it
what?
tomorrow.
I can't believe I sat and watched all three of those episodes back to
I
back. Like
watched them back to back.
they were rolling, like they weren't
I
moving
watched them
slow.
back to back, but I just could not get my notes together enough. And tomorrow, I'm going to get my notes together and really like thoroughly do it, because it was so much that happened.
Hmm.
And when I find myself, I'll be like, okay, wait a minute, what's going on? Like
I'll
today, I
go
wrote
back and
notes,
watch it episode
but
by
being with you, it makes me freestyle.
episode.
But I just, I don't think any of these couples gonna last. I just don't.
The only one I'm thinking that could potentially, but that's because she said that she ends up losing herself in relationships is Cameron. But
Think so?
I feel like they could make it, and that's. But I want to
These
be
two?
clear. Yeah, those two. Because I really love to. I think he recognizes like what she brings to his life,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it will, if they are divorced or whatever, it'll be because she realizes that she kind of lost herself in the
In the
relationship and was going
relationship.
after his dreams and his goals.
That's fair.
But I think that they have really good chemistry. They get along really well. He seems to have a lot of respect for her. And the things that he's highlighting that he likes the most about her are about her personality and like,
Yes.
how she makes him feel, like how they work together. He seems like
Yeah,
it's
they were
very
comfortable in the
mutual.
house together in their little apartment, and
Cooking together, and those are really good bonding moments. And yeah, so and some people said that I'm like, I do believe that they do communicate well. I definitely agree. They've talked about some really tough issues, and he
sure.
didn't run, but he said he, even though it shouldn't depend on her whether or not he runs, I think because she does make him feel really secure in the situation, he'll stick around for those tough conversations. And I feel like he's starting to realize that she's probably as close to perfection as he's going to get at 37.
But you know what she also seems like to me? She seems like she's a fixer.
Oh yeah,
She
she
seems like
definitely
she's
does
a
that.
fixer at work and in her family life and everything else. She seems like she's a fixer. She's the solid one,
Is she the
right?
firstborn daughter?
I think so.
That's why.
Beverly said, but he's concerned about her getting pregnant.
He didn't really seem concerned. He's only concerned about her timeline.
And that she was talking about it too much. He was,
Hmm.
yeah, he, he, he think about that.
He's yeah, she's definitely giving firstborn daughter. I have to take care of everything,
Hmm.
which is I'm the firstborn, so I totally get that. Where we
Yeah,
fix
you the
everything,
fixer.
everybody
You the
comes to
fixer.
us. Yeah, nothing goes right unless you're the one managing it. Sometimes you can be really parentified. Yeah,
She is absolutely the fixer.
immigrant family for sure. On top of
Hmm.
that, definitely, because she probably had parents that had to work really hard. She probably spent either a lot of time at their family business or by herself, like
Yeah.
helping to take care of siblings and working in a shop really young. I mean, immigrant kids have a definitely different lived experience.
Oh, what you say? It's a whole gang of women on TikTok talking about him.
Probably saying
Talking
he just
about
hooks up.
who?
Cameron, I guess. Probably because he just hooks up with people.
What do you mean?
That's why he has no relationship. He probably just meets girls in different cities where he's working at.
Let's see. Let's see.
I'm
Let's
like,
see what we can
who is
find.
he?
What are they saying negative stuff about him?
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Why
Hmm.
does this play? Okay, wait a
Cameron
minute. I
Meredith.
can never get this thing to shut up. It goes straight in and then it's talk about, oh my God. I hate that. So that's why I don't be going on TikTok. Let me go on my thing so I can find it exactly. So they talking about him on TikTok. Let's see. What are they saying though?
I'm not. Yeah, someone put in the comments exact what they're really specifically talking about because all the clips I'm seeing don't seem very. They was saying how he sexualized them, but some were saying he's one of the girls. Oh, he doesn't give me that
They
vibe.
say what?
That he said that he sexualizes them, and some were saying he's one of the girls. I don't. He doesn't really give me that vibe, but he
Mhm.
definitely give me the vibe of like being part of hookup culture. Oh, what nails to wear and clothes to wear. Oh Lord,
Oh, so they
that
saying
could be
he's.
controlling. That sounds like he's controlling to me.
You think so?
Well, if you're telling me what
Sounds
nails,
like they implying that she said that they're saying he's one of the girls.
uh, I'll be honest. I have a lot of friends that are the girls, and they never tell me what to wear or what nail polish to wear. But I have had controlling men do it.
Now you know that's true.
Oh, not him, the black guy. Oh,
Oh yeah. Oh we
okay.
yeah.
We yeah, girl. We nerdy.
Oh we yeah
We
we got the.
definitely peeped that.
She must can't see the screen that we got a total different couple on the screen.
Yeah, if you're talking about Nikki and Sean, oh, he's definitely one of the girls.
Allegedly.
He definitely one of the girls. Mars and
Allegedly.
bars. He's definitely one of the girls. Yeah, that's definitely a lying.
Yeah, it appears that he is. I'm not gonna say he is because he ain't gonna come after me.
Yeah.
But he appears to be,
And they
and
are
I know
talking
that.
about him all on
Um,
TikTok. And they are talking about him all on TikTok. So that makes sense. Because Cameron seemed kind of square. I don't know. I just don't see him. I haven't seen anything bad about him.
we had our 20th season,
I know that's so crazy.
and we're
They
covering
can't
this
find
as
men though.
season one.
They're having a hard time finding men that aren't a joke.
Really,
Because I
I
just
think
don't
all
think,
the shows are.
yeah, because I just don't think men have the same dating issues that women do. I just don't. There's going to be a pick me in every crowd. So they'll find somebody.
I definitely think that all of these shows seem like they don't do their due diligence in checking these people. And I think they really need to do thorough psych tests.
Definitely need to do the psych test.
And I mean thorough psych test, because I think that they do some form of it, but I don't believe it's but I'm gonna go to, you see it's Dear Shandy, right?
Dear Shandy, yeah.
I'm gonna go to her page as soon as I get off of here. And she's the one with the husband.
Uh-huh.
They so cute and
They
funny.
are. Did you see her? She was on The Bachelor. She made it to
Yeah,
the star.
Dear Shandy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Blake speaks out. So
Yeah.
you like the interview? It's an hour and 34
I
minutes.
thought it was a pretty good interview. You gotta like just he's a young kid. Like I just don't feel like
But
he
he
has
doesn't
any.
take ownership though. He really didn't take any ownership for the stuff that he was doing and saying.
Yeah, because I don't think they did a good job with him. Like they definitely were not like letting him slide. But I I I feel like I don't know if what we saw of her was an edit or what, but he just seems like a very logical person, and she seems a lot all over the place and very provoking. And I don't condone any man putting his hands, but the personalities, he just,
But
I
I didn't
feel,
condone her pouring a drink on him and tell
no,
him to get the fuck out the truck.
yeah,
Like she crossed some lines. I
she
mean,
does.
absolutely.
And also, they didn't have any
Put out a
history of
doubt,
this. They had
huh?
they had no history of this before. Like he had no history at all of abuse. No, no, none of that.
It don't mean that it doesn't mean that he didn't have any history. Just no history that has been exposed yet.
Well, I'm saying even just between those two.
I think the text messages, in my opinion, and I'm gonna listen to this as soon as we get. I already got it
Mhm.
queued up. I got it queued up. Um, I think that the text messages
Alcohol was an issue, Beverly. Yes.
was enough for me to think he's just not a good guy
I
because
just they bring out. I think they bring out the absolute worst in each other.
you think so.
Yeah,
So why would he allow his friends as a man? Why would he allow his friends to say
you're
something about?
you're mixing the people up.
Who am I missing up? I'm talking about the one that was on. Oh, I am.
Killian.
I am.
Yeah,
You're absolutely
you're
correct.
talking about Killian, and he is
Yeah,
not a good guy.
killing. Yes, I'm talking about killing it.
Yeah,
But I didn't like him either, though.
yeah. He was like, he just, yeah. The interview's good though. I think he's still a little robotic, but I just think that's his personality. But I'm glad they gave him a platform to kind of talk about
Did he go
without a lot
on
of
to the
emotion.
what's the reality?
Not yet, but she did. And all the women in the comments were saying, we did not like that you did not hold her accountable for her behavior.
Oh, did they?
Now, it's very rare that you see women do that unless it's pretty glaring.
I thought it was glaring the way that she
It was
acted.
to me too. I thought
Hmm.
she acted horrible. I mean, like she's just like all the yelling, and I'm like, he's not talking to her the way she's talking to him. She had like no patience. If he
And
didn't
her,
say
and she went
exactly
from
what he
0 to 10 in like no time, like
no time.
no time. And then the way that she does
Yeah,
her eyes like that, I'm like, she crazy.
yeah, deranged.
Yeah, I didn't like her from when she saw him and said, everyone spoke. Do you think that that's
Yeah,
acceptable? Everyone. I said, oh
until
no.
she goes, I'm talking, I'm still talking. I was like, oh no,
Yeah.
oh no.
Yeah, I said
I
she got a
I'm
problem.
oh
And,
no. I'm
and I
like,
said, if she's going to do that with whoever she dates, whoever she swaps with, they don't see this.
and it could be worse if she gets with the really wrong dude.
Yeah, because she admitted on What's the Reality that she poured the drink on him and tried to snatch him out the truck. And
She's been with the
unacceptable.
lightweight. She's been with the lightweight, If she was with like David,
Yeah,
David, like I don't think but he'll knock the Mario coins out of her. I guarantee you that. Like, if she was with somebody like him, that would never fly.
never,
Absolutely not.
never, never. And she probably needs to go and get some serious therapy.
She definitely needs therapy.
Yeah, she needs serious therapy because she's angry about something.
Very angry. She's very angry.
And what did you think about the other guy um that was trying to date the other girl on the show? He ended up proposing to the girl because
Killian.
no, no, the one that was dating the black girl.
Oh, that weirdo.
And he was trying to, when they put the couple off
Uh
for
huh.
the latter, he
Yeah.
still was trying to date her, and the only reason why he chose her was because she got kicked off the show. So he went and got a ring, remember, for
Mm-hmm.
his girl and proposed to her and treated her like trash.
Oh yeah, but he was a weirdo though. I don't even know why she was with him. I'm like, how did
Yeah,
this
me.
relationship even happen? The man is weird.
But so is she though. She looked like she worship a flower. She she seemed like she's one of those type of girls to me. She just really did. And then she was like, and you punished me and you
Oh,
made me do these rich and I'm like, what?
just some weirdos.
Just
Low self esteem weirdos.
but the way he talked to her, after you.
Yeah,
And right after I did X, Y, and Z, I said, oh my God.
yeah, yikes.
And I don't know how. Here's what I have been challenged with in my mind is how Nick and his wife think that this is a successful show.
They're very selfish with this, and they've turned it into like a propaganda, like right wing propaganda machine, which that was not what the show was, and they've like really done that. They've done it with Love Is Blind too. It's very weird. Like all like the women on there, it's very like barefoot pregnant. Like it's very, uh, it's odd.
I just don't know how they got a successful marriage when they have all this stuff around them and they don't address stuff. Like they do not address stuff. Like they just move on, next couple, and
They
they
don't treat them
both
as
just sitting
people.
there like little puppets.
Yeah, they don't treat them. They don't think they're real people. They don't really see them as like real people. They think this is a show. This aren't real people.
I don't like them.
No, me neither.
I don't like them. I think they need to U-Haul the show, but I have been hearing, how they feel about. I heard it from Jessie Wu on how she believes that they feel about, black women.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow, I just never paid attention to it before. So I don't know if I'm gonna be hyper vigilant, like trying to look to see, or just leave the show alone. Because I usually don't even look at the ultimatum. I just wanted to look at it this season to kind of
Yeah,
understand. And then my daughter was telling me about Love Island because she's been on Love.
yeah. I only
Um,
watched the first season of The Ultimatum, and then I watched both the Queer Love ones because those were significantly better. I hadn't watched an Ultimatum in a long time since this season, and now I see why. I still watching.
are you looking at the next Love Is Blind?
I mean, I usually do because I usually make like an event out of it, but I'm so irritated by this show. I'm just like, it doesn't feel real. It just feels like people are going on there to become social media influencers at this
True.
point.
Now I do believe it. I
It
agree.
doesn't really feel like, especially the men. The men were so bad last season. I'm just like, this doesn't. No, they're
Well,
having
I
to
would,
recruit the men.
huh?
They're having to recruit the men, and the women are just applying in droves, and the men are having to be recruited. That's the issue.
Oh, really?
Yeah, even for Married at First Sight, same thing.
So they
That's
just
how men like Ikichi get in because he wanted it so bad. and they needed men.
And
Otherwise, I
he
don't
went
think
to
he
a
would have
whole
went on.
he went to a whole different state.
Yeah.
I wonder what he's doing with his life now.
I told you he's a renaissance man. He's like painting, doing like videos of him painting with just like a apron on with no shirt, and
What?
he's selling paintings, and yeah, he's an artiste.
So where's he living?
Chicago.
So he's not back in the school system.
I don't think so. I haven't seen him talk about that in a while, but
Anyway, what's your availability for tomorrow? Because I'm gonna do 5 and 6 tomorrow. Knock that out the way.
yes, what just message me and let me know what time you're thinking,
Okay.
and I'll make sure I'm there.
Yeah, because we got to really get 5 and 6 was good,
Yeah, 5 and 6 were good.
and that's why I still
Um,
been taking notes.
yeah, I'm gonna double watch 5 tonight and just get some more notes from that one, because I feel like I'm just watching it, and I'm gonna just because so I don't bleed over as much into 6. I'm gonna watch 5 again just to see, double check the
Yeah,
front
but you're
end of
really
it.
good, right? You're really good at thinking out the box. I gotta write notes. I got to follow these. I gotta like really write notes, and I
I'm
be
glad
having
that you do.
pages of notes. Like right now, I have pages of notes, and I hardly touch them
Yeah, I'm
because
glad you
you know
do.
how to flow good.
Yes. But you did, I like that you write the notes, because then you can bring back the specific things that they said that just cosigns whatever we're talking about, which I think is like perfect.
Yeah, because it's so much going on, and
Yes.
they roll them out like that, right? And I know with the old Married at First Sight, it'd be 100 episodes. And with this,
Yes.
a lot of people like it because they drop them and like that. But I don't like it when they drop it like that, which is why I don't cover Love is Blind, because you get 9 episodes, 9 episodes in one drop, and I'm like, I got a full-time job.
Yeah. And these 3 went by really quick. I'm not going to lie. I was just like, I think I blinked and they were done. I'm like, wow, I could have watched a few more actually.
Yeah. It is good when you sitting there watching it, but it just be so much going on.
Yeah. And it wasn't a lot of filler, which was good.
Yes.
It's all like
Yeah.
solid content.
Yes. Well, I'm excited about tomorrow. I got
Me
Love After Lockup.
too.
I'm going to be doing that for breakfast with a cup of coffee, I think, in my bathrobe. And then I'll make sure that I do my notes. And then I'll hit you up on Instagram so that we can get our schedule together and come out because people be looking for it.
I love it. It'll be fun. Thanks y'all for coming and stopping by tonight.
Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Ray Della, for all you do. Don't
Yes,
forget,
thank you,
Ray Della says
Raydella.
subscribe to Red Lipstick Reality TV. Don't forget, y'all. She is on YouTube. I don't think you dropped a video in a while, though.
I think the last one I did was I was watching one of the polygamy shows. But yeah, I'll probably do a live for something soon.
Don't rush. Ain't no rush, no fuss.
If it's not fun for me, I don't like to do it. So,
Yeah, but some of them I do, it ain't not fun, but I find myself doing them
mm-hmm.
anyway, and then I get into it.
Yeah.
So you may want to challenge yourself to say, you know what, let me do this and see if this is something I want to do. I know I was asked last night whether or not I was going to do age inappropriate.
Mm.
Have you heard that show?
No.
It's these people who are dating and they're someone is much younger than the person that they're dating. I don't know if I'm going to do it.
No. I'm not interested in grooming stuff.
Yeah, I don't think I'm interested
It gives
in.
me the ick.
Yeah, yeah. I just just certain TV certain shows just seem like they just go over the overboard on where I
Yeah.
don't You know what I mean?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, and I'm just tired of the mess. It's one thing if it's comedy and you can find some comedy in it, but when it's just like straight leaning to like the show, This Is Polly. I
Yes,
don't.
not
I
a lot of
covered
people
it
like
and
that.
I finished it, but I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. Anyway, y'all, tell everybody bye.
Bye, y'all. See you later. See you tomorrow.
Y'all, thank y'all so much for being with us. I appreciate all the love that y'all show her. Again, make sure you go over to her channel and support her over there. I took a long hot shower after this is okay. Okay. What are you saying, boo? I love Ultimatum. LGB is a better watch, in my opinion. Start with second season if you give it a try. Thank you. And don't forget that tomorrow I'm going to come out and briefly talk about Odyssey. I went and saw that today. Check out all of my stuff, y'all. I am going to be taking some days off in the near future to celebrate my birthday, but I'll be back after that. Okay. I love y'all. Can't wait to talk to y'all tomorrow. Turn on them notifications. Bye, y'all.